What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we are going to be talking about how to find the best Pokemon to use in Go Battle League. This video is definitely geared towards new players coming to Go Battle League, so be sure to share this with your communities, as this will be a great starting point for new players who have no idea what to choose, what to use, and bring it to Go Battle League. Today we're going to be talking about how to find those best Pokemon. We're going to be talking about what movesets you guys should be using with those Pokemon, and maybe why going against the grain can be helpful. We're also going to briefly talk about team building with the Pokemon that you guys choose, and then we're also going to talk about how to find the best counters for the best Pokemon that we see in Go Battle League. Now, the methods used in this video can transcend to any league, any team, any season coming to Go Battle League, because the methods behind it go beyond the current rankings. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so we are on pvpoke.com. If you guys have never been here before, this is a fantastic resource for Pokemon Go PvP, Go Battle League. Everything you guys need to know is here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the ranking sections. The rankings right here are constantly updated based on new moves, new metas, new Pokemon, etc. So you guys will likely see the most up-to-date information whenever you guys head to this website. So what we're going to be doing is showcasing what you guys can see from the rankings. This is how you determine or can find the best Pokemon to use in Go Battle League. So firstly, at the top, you guys can filter by every single league. So we have the Little Cup, which was only seen in Season 5. We have Great League, Ultra League, and Master League. So as you can see, if we go to Ultra League, it's going to show us the best Pokemon for Ultra League, Cresselia being number 1 right there. On top of that, you guys can go to the tab on the right there and choose different sections. So if you want to go Ultra League Premier Cup, which is a band to Mythicals and Legendaries, we go ahead and hit the Premier Cup, and it's going to give us a listing of the best Pokemon for the Ultra League Premier Cup. Now, I definitely want to inform you that this doesn't mean you have to use these Pokemon, right? Just because Galarian Stunfisk currently, by recording this video, is number 1 means you have to use it. Not at all. What's important is the moveset, the coverage, and the stats of the Pokemon. So I have used Pokemon like Dusclops before, which you guys may remember from one of my videos. Dusclops was ranked 182 overall, and I brought it to the Great League and absolutely dominated with the team that I had with it, which is why I'm going to emphasize to you, don't take the rankings as the end-all be-all. It's all about coverage and movesets, but looking at the rankings is a great place to start when investing in new Pokemon and knowing what's going to be popular and what I need to counter. Now, you guys can also filter at the top by different sections, so we can take a look at probably the best leads. These are going to be the Pokemon who play the best or have the most high probability of winning when shields are in play. So that is why Galarian Stunfisk is there. It's very bulky, has a great spammy moveset with hard-hitting charge moves. So that's what you guys can see right there. You can also see closers, which are going to be the best Pokemon with no shields in place. You guys can also take a look at the best switches, which I did mention in my team building video. A safe swap is an essential part of team building. You guys can filter by that, taking a look at what are the potential best safe swaps. Now we're going to head back to the overall rankings right here for Great League, and we're going to talk about the moveset. What moves should you be using on your Pokemon? Now, what I will say is about 99% of the time, I would go with the recommended moveset from PvPoke. It's usually pretty much on point. It has a great meta analysis and gives you the best optimal moveset to cover the wide range of meta, but that extra 1% right there happens in niche situations where people may not expect a Pokemon to have a certain move. So for example, Alolan Marowak typically runs with Fire Spin, Shadow Bone, or Shadow Ball, and Bone Club. That has been the bread and butter moveset for it over the past couple seasons. But every now and then in metas where Alolan Marowak is solid, sometimes Fire Blast comes out of the woodworks and absolutely destroys. People are ill prepared to shield a Fire Blast, and you can land those, which is why I said sometimes the recommended movesets aren't the one to go for, but you can go with them like 99% of the time. They're very niche when you go against PvPoke's recommended moveset. Now you may be asking, that's great and all, but how do I know what moves it has? Well, if you guys just click on the Pokemon right here, so we're going to go ahead and click on Galarian Stunfisk, you guys can scroll down and it's going to show you all the available moves right there. It's going to show you the fast moves, which is going to be Mud Shot and Metal Claw. It's going to show you the charge moves, Rock Slide, Earthquake, Muddy Water, and Flash Cannon. It will also show you legacy moves, so moves that can no longer be learned or moves that were a part of of Community Day, for example. So let's take a look at Swampert, right? Hydro Cannon was a Community Day move, and what you'll see is that the Hydro Cannon right there has an asterisk next to it. That tells you it is a legacy move, and you can likely use an Elite Charge TM for this example because it's a charge move to get access to that move. Not only can you see the moves that the Pokemon has access to, it will also show you the typing and your weaknesses and resistances. This is a great starting point when you guys are investing in new Pokemon and you're unsure, okay, what am I weak to? Sure, I am a ground steel typing, but I don't know what that dual typing means in terms of weaknesses. Well, in this case, we're going to be weak to fighting, fire, ground, and water. This is definitely going to help you out in battle to help you determine what moves you should be shielding or what moves you don't have to shield. For example, if a Skarmory decides to throw its charge move, it's going to be resisted because Skarmory only has access to steel and flying type moves. Therefore, you're going to be resisting it and you won't need to shield on a Galarian Stunfisk. So now that we've talked about the how to find the best Pokemon and what movesets to go, what about team building? Let's say you go, that's great, I hatch myself a Galarian Stunfisk, I'm going to use that, but what other Pokemon can I use with it? So what we're going to do is head over to the team builder section. You guys can just go to the top right there as you see and go to team builder. Now I have a in-depth full guide to team building in Go Battle League that will definitely give you way more information than I'm going to cover here in the next minute or so you guys can go check that out above. But basically what you can do is, again, filter by the league, so Great League, Ultra League, and then the different options right there as well, and you can go ahead and add in that Pokemon. So we're going to go ahead and add in the Stunfisk Galarian right there, give it the moveset that we want, Mud Shot, Rock Slide, and Earthquake, go ahead and add it, and you can hit Rate Team. What this is going to do is give you an in-depth meta breakdown of how Galarian Stunfisk does against the top Pokemon you will likely see or the top performers in that given league. So as we see right here, if we scroll down, the O's are Pokemon that we lose to. So for example, we lose to Azumarill. That matchup is still tight, but we lose. Or we win against Registeel. That's due to Earthquake, right? So these are a basic like X's and O's, gives you a general idea of what you win and lose against. And you're like, okay, that's great, but what about other Pokemon? Sure, if we scroll down more, we're going to see potential threats. This is going to tell us the Pokemon we're weak to, which is definitely going to be a lot of fighters that we see. So Surfetch, Hitmontop, Machamp, etc. If you guys continue to scroll down, you will be given options for teammates or Pokemon you can add to your team that will perform well to cover Galarian Stunfisk weaknesses. So we saw Galarian Stunfisk was weak to fighting type Pokemon, so we see Pokemon like Tropius or Whimsicott or Zapdos or Hypno come in here. There's a lot of different options that you guys can look at. On top of that, if you guys scroll back up to the top and you guys want to see a more in-depth look at it, you can go ahead and filter by showing Shadow Pokemon. Shadow Pokemon are definitely strong in Go Battle League, and you guys can add that to it. You can also increase the length of the scorecard. This is going to give you more visible options of what you counter and what counters you. So we can go ahead and generate it again. What we'll see is that we'll see more Pokemon in here. So Shadow Machamp just appeared up there. It wasn't there before, but Shadow Machamp is definitely a hard Pokemon to deal with, and I ran with it on my own team when I hit rank 10 in Season 3 and Season 4. So this gives you a more in-depth look at the nitty-gritty. Again, if you guys want a full in-depth guide on team building, what to choose, why you choose it, there's going to be a video already on the channel. All right, so we've talked about how to find the best Pokemon, we talked about what movesets to give it, and we've talked about briefly about team building. So now we're going to talk about how to find the best counters. So you may be thinking, great, Galarian Stunfisk is a super strong Pokemon, it's ranked #1, but how the heck do I beat it? Well, what you guys can do is there's two different options to look at this. Firstly is the key wins. This is going to give you, so this is the key wins right here is the Pokemon that Galarian Stunfisk can beat, and then the key losses are going to be the Pokemon that beat Galarian Stunfisk. These are key, meaning they're very small pool of Pokemon that can beat it, but they're definitely strong ones. So Azumarill, Swampert, Whiscash, Toxicroak, Obstagoon, for example. But where you guys want to go is to the in-depth look. That is Galarian Stunfisk versus all Pokemon. This is going to give you a whole listing of all eligible Pokemon for that league, which ones Galarian Stunfisk can beat and which ones can beat Galarian Stunfisk. This is going to give you way more options than you thought possible, because what we're going to see is Galarian Stunfisk currently in the Great League has an 82% win rate, which means that 496 Pokemon can be beat by a Galarian Stunfisk in the one shield, meaning the opponent shields once, Galarian Stunfisk shields once, it can win that. But there are still 105 different Pokemon that can beat Galarian Stunfisk. That is why you guys want to come here when it comes to looking for counters that you may have available to you. So as we scroll down, what you guys need to know is that 500, the number 500, is a tie. Above 500 is a win for Galarian Stunfisk. Below 500 is a loss for Galarian Stunfisk. So for example here, Machamp with a rating of 124 will decimate a Galarian Stunfisk because it hard counters it with those fighting type moves. While on the flip side, if we scroll all the way down, maybe something like, let's find another one, maybe something like Crobat. Crobat being a poison flying typing is going to be losing to Galarian Stunfisk because it has access to that Rock Slide, which will be doing super effective damage while also resisting Air Slash and Sludge Bomb, but it will take neutral from Shadow Ball. And if you guys want to know how much damage that does, you guys can click on the little eye right there and it will do a battle simulation here for you. This will show you what you need to look out for. You guys can also click on the moves right there. So Rock Slide says does 74 damage, 58% of Crobat's health, while Sludge Bomb will only do 8% or 15 damage of Galarian Stunfisk's health. On top of that, Shadow Ball will do 38%. And this is why when you take a look at this grid, again, it references the Pokemon on the left right here. Above 500 is a win, below 500 is a loss. So the only way Crobat can win in a lead matchup fresh fight is having to go 2 shields when Galarian Stunfisk doesn't shield at all, and that's going to be due to landing 2 Shadow Balls plus the Air Slash damage. Now, a little more in-depth look, if you guys don't want to see all of the Pokemon, maybe it's too much information to take in with 500 plus Pokemon right here. What you guys can do is go to all Pokemon and click custom. This will give you a new custom meta that you can put in, and I would recommend going with, if you click on new custom meta, I would go with the meta that is currently in that league. So we're looking at Great League right now, therefore we're going to click on Great League meta. This is going to add in the top 47 Pokemon that you guys will be seeing in the Great League to give you a more in-depth look at the best Pokemon that you're going to be facing off against. You can go ahead and hit battle again, and then we'll see, okay, this time instead of 500 plus or 600 plus Pokemon to worry about, I can look at a glimpse of under 50 Pokemon right here. So then I can come down here and look at, okay, what are going to be the losses? Whoops, I scrolled too far. What are going to be some of those popular losses that I'll be facing off against, or popular Pokemon that I can use to face off against the Galarian Stunfisk? So that's going to be Pokemon like Machamp and Medicham, Swampert, Meganium, Vigoroth, Shiftry, Pelipper, Toxicroak. These are going to be more meta-relevant Pokemon other than the wide variety of 600 Great League Pokemon. And that, everyone, is how I find the best Pokemon for Go Battle League. I head over to the rankings, see what's new, especially with new season updates when it comes to moves, new generations coming out because Gen 6 is coming, so we're going to see a massive mix-up in the rankings, and take a look at in-depth counters by going to that versus all or versus core meta groups to take a look at what Pokemon it's going to be losing to, what Pokemon is going to be winning against, I should say, and what Pokemon I should be investing in to build around with my team to handle these meta Pokemon. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to share this video with your community, especially the battlers that are going to be new to Go Battle League. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.